So in every prospecting campaign, we get it that you want to talk to the VP or the chief people officer or director level because these people actually own the budgets. But to be really honest, it's when we're talking about doing cold outreach, so whether that's a LinkedIn message, whether that's a cold email or a cold call, getting a hold of the VP of HR to sell your service and getting them to take a meeting off of a cold call or respond to a cold email is just not very likely. So if you think about a VP of HR, even in smaller companies, 500 employees, 1,000 employees, the amount of people that are reaching out to them is just absurd. I mean, it is thousands and thousands of vendors who are trying to reach VPs of HR. And so most companies take a really direct approach. They try to cold call them. They try to email them. They try to, send them direct messages on LinkedIn, and they get no responses. So if you are going to call into the VP of HR or you are going to set up email campaigns, I do one of two things. Number one, when you call, you're going to talk to that administrative assistant. That's the most important person. Like, you want to talk to them to figure out who actually on their team would be a good point of contact for an entry conversation, because the VP of HR most likely isn't going to take kind of that entry conversation that you're hoping for. So you talk with the admins, you ask them who on their team handles X, Y, or Z, and then you build referral email campaigns based on that and referral call campaigns. So they tell you that so-and-so owns the applicant tracking system as an example. You then run a referral campaign where the subject line is the VP of HR's name or the admin's name. And then you say, hey, I was talking with so-and-so. They said you own the applicant tracking system. Could we set up a call? Like, that works incredibly well. So number one, VP of HR's admin, that is a good place to start. Second thing I would do is super, super quick referrals. So if you're going to send the VP of HR a note, chances are you shouldn't ask them for a meeting because they're probably not going to take it. 2 sentences tops, and it's just referral is a good subject line for this. But you're really just asking them, hey, who on your team owns X, Y, or Z? There's a couple reasons this works well. Number one, their administrative assistants are going through their emails and they may respond for them on their behalf. And number two, if it is a pressing issue, they're fine deflecting to their team to do intro conversations, but the chance of them reading your 2-paragraph email about why you're the best thing versus other vendors, it's just not super likely. So go referral campaign. Or focus on that administrative assistant and go referral campaign down that path. But it doesn't matter if you have mobiles, whether you have direct lines, they just don't pick up the phone at the rate that a director of HR does, or your other core titles, recruiting, talent management, DE&I, all of those folks will pick up the phone way faster than the VP of HR will. So try and figure out who from their team can get you into that intro conversation. Then once you're in the intro conversation, if you're doing a good job, eventually you'll get back up to that VP, but they are not a great intro point as you're thinking about building campaigns. So hope this is helpful. As always, kind of check out our blog at talentview.co/resource center for all types of information on the best ways to prospect into HR. Thanks.